Good morning. Welcome to Puzzling in Two Worlds. Good morning from Thailand. Been here for quite a while, and I apologize for not doing any puzzle videos for a while, but I think I've got one here that you're really gonna like. So let's check it out. As I mentioned, we're in Thailand, but for those of you who've been following my channel know the reason it's called Puzzling in Two Worlds is because I live my winters in Thailand and my summers in Canada. This is our home that we've built and been working on over the past 2 years. If you want to know more about that, then check out my other channel called Living in Two Worlds. But I've got something special for you here today. Around our property we have a concrete fence, which is very normal, very standard for Thailand. Something that we're very proud of, and it's not quite finished. If you look, I got a little bit more painting to do on the inside. But there's two parts to this that are, well, there's quite a bit back there that's not complete, but at the front part, on this corner, we have a solid panel. And been planning something special for here. And this is where the puzzle part comes in. Not exactly a jigsaw puzzle, but it kind of looks like one. So what we're gonna do is the guys are gonna put up what we have for here, which resembles a jigsaw puzzle, and it's a very special item. Here is one of the panels or tiles or pieces of the jigsaw that we're doing on the fence. Calling it a jigsaw because it's multi pieces. I don't want to show you the whole thing yet, but I wanted you to get an idea of what this actually looks like. And I will pick this up. This is solid concrete. Quite heavy actually. I'm only able to lift one piece at a time. So this certainly isn't the biggest jigsaw we've ever done or I've ever done, but it's certainly the most heaviest. So we'll go check and see how they're making out and take it from there. I'm going to have to try to find a place to set my camera up here so it doesn't really get in their way. But they started by putting a bit of a frame on the bottom, and now they are going to work on gluing the tiles to the wall and then completing the frame. So I'm going to try to set the camera up here so we can watch them work and let you see how it comes together. Well, he's got it all up on the wall. I'm not sure what you think of it, but this is very Thai. Love elephants. Elephants are synonymous with Thailand, and as they would say in Thai, they're called a shang. Shang means elephant, so I've always loved them and wanted something, so I'm very pleased with this. He's now working on framing around the edges with this concrete frame, and then I think he's going to fill in the side with a little bit of tile. So when they're done, the whole thing should look wonderful. Also, if I go outside the fence, here, we go outside our property here, and we go down here. Here the fence looks a little better as I've done a little more painting. But on the outside we have the same thing. And we have another one going on here. And what they are actually is they are cement wall tiles is what they are. They're 3D cement wall tiles. No, 3D, they'd be 3D, yeah. And we are getting them mounted on these two panels, inside and out. We have two different pictures. They're quite bright, they're quite colorful, and they're pictures that very much depict Thailand. Well, since you've seen the elephants are shung up on the wall, I thought I'd show you what's going to go on the outside. This here actually is two separate panels. We were unable to find anything in the same size that would fit the outside, so we found these two. They weren't quite finished, so I took a little video of the woman painting up the tigers. I'm going to show you that. I'm not sure how well it's going to turn out, but we'll see. We bought ourselves 2 more wall plaques to the outside of our fence. A couple of tigers, just like Noon and I. They weren't quite finished, so she's going to finish them up for us and deliver them this afternoon. It's amazing watching her work. So here's a sneak peek at what the outside's going to look like. 2 tigers on the outside of them. As I mentioned before, there's not a lot of pieces. We have 2, 4, 6, 8 pieces each. But if you take a look at these here, and you can see this is solid concrete. So these are very heavy. They're not easy to pick up. So like I say, these are not the largest puzzles I've ever done, but they're certainly the heaviest. These are done, they have molds, and the concrete is poured in molds. They have molds for each one of these pieces, and the real artwork comes with these in the painting. So as you can see, they look beautiful on the ground, so we'll leave it here, and when they're up, we'll take another look. Well, let's check on our young guys who are working on my tiles for my fence. You start to understand why you have to kind of be born here to be able to do any kind of work here. It is, my phone says it is 34 degrees. Says with the Humidex it is 38. And you see the 3 young guys, well, 2 working, 1 holding the umbrella for the other 2, and in the direct sun, working on finishing up my elephants, or shang, on my wall panels, my jigsaw puzzle as I call it. So they've been working on the outside too, so let's go around the outside and see what that one looks like. Like I say, it's a pretty warm day. It's too hot for me to work in these temperatures, that's for sure. Mind you, I'm not as young as them either, so let's take a bit of breeze out this way. It's a little nicer. Let's take a look around here and see what we got. And they're done. Well, they've done a very nice job. They've framed it in. They've put brick along the top and the bottom. So now I'll just take a little bit of clear lacquer to it, I think, and tidy it up. That's just a bit of concrete on it, so I think we can clean that up. Not too bad. Didn't go together exactly tight, but it's pretty close. I think they've done a good job. I'm pleased with that. So when you stand back and look at it, we have a couple of tigers on our wall. What makes me laugh about this is that because we've a large house for a Thai village, Noon says the people are afraid of us. They don't want to come anywhere near us, or they certainly don't want to come into our property. They're scared of us, she tells me. I said, well, putting 2 tigers on that outside wall isn't going to make them any more relaxed or relieved that we're not harmful people, but either way, we're both happy with it. We like it, so that's what we got. This is my 2 tiger puzzles put together. It's looking great. I think so. They're finishing up the inside. Like I mentioned, it's pretty warm, but we'll maybe wait till it cools off and take a final look at everything. But the builders are finishing up, or the tile guys are finishing up today, so Noon's actually barbecuing for them. We bought them some cold beer for later. She's turned on our special fountain, and they're just kind of waiting to finish this up for the boss to come back, and then I think it'll time to relax and have a few beer. So a little bit of time has passed since the guys put the wall tiles up here with my elephant, or Shang. But if you look at it now, you can see I've managed to paint the frame around it. We got a little bit of brickwork down the side. It actually enhances it, and it shows up very nicely. So I'm very pleased with how this has turned out. It's very visible from quite a ways back. We're able to sit on our front veranda and enjoy the picture and enjoy the view. Like as I mentioned earlier, there's something about elephants that are quite magical in Thailand, so it feels very nice. It feels very wonderful and very appropriate for Thailand. So let's take a look at the outside and see how the tigers came out. So this is what the tigers look like all finished. Little bit of brick along the top and bottom to close off the space, and the frame, which I've now painted in white. I think they look rather lovely, actually. Kind of like to think that kind of depicts Noon and I, a couple of tigers. So now we have elephants on the inside and tigers on the outside. I wasn't sure whether tigers were actually native to Thailand, so I did a bit of checking, and yes, they are, to the very far north. They're not a Bengal tiger. They call it Indo-Chinese tiger. Can't remember exactly what the differences are, but apparently now the only ones left are living on game preserves, and they're very protected. There's not very many of them, but either way, yes, they are indigenous to Thailand. So that's going to bring us to the end of this video. So if you like this video, please give me a like, and if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel. We will be doing a lot more puzzle videos, as I will be heading back to Canada within the next 10 days, and I've got a lot of big things coming up with jigsaw puzzles there, so stay tuned. And with that, we'll leave it there and catch you in the next video.